Hey guys, Andy here, and today we have our intro to the Throwback 30 project pan. This is the 5th year of this project, and it goes from July 28th of this year all the way until July 28th of next year. This was created by Jessica Lee in collaboration with the Pantastic ladies, who I will have listed in the description box. We are to pick one prompt from each of the old projects listed, which there are 30. They were voted on by all of us in the Facebook group, on the Facebook page. And you're to set your own, collection-specific goals, and it's a rolling style project. I don't know if everyone's doing 5 prompts at a time, but I'm starting with 5 prompts. And then, like I said, it's rolling style. So if you want to hear more about the project, we'll get into the nitty-gritty, what products I'm starting with, then just stay tuned. As always, everything that I'm wearing will be listed in the description box. And if you like makeup, unboxings with a little bit of horror sprinkled in, please consider subscribing, as I would love to have you here. Let's go ahead and get into the intro. Alright, so to get more into the nitty-gritty, so the 30 projects that were picked for this project were voted on by everyone in the Pantastic Ladies Facebook group. Again, they're listed in the description box. For each of the projects picked, what I did was I randomly selected a prompt per project. So I'm going to go through now and tell you the projects that were picked. So for 50 Shades of Green, it's pick a green item, whether it's eyeshadow color, packaging, etc. We have 50 Shades of Pink, pick a pink item, etc. 50 Shades of Purple, pick a purple item, etc. 50 Shades of Yellow or Gold, pick a yellow or gold item. All of those are pick a yellow or gold item, whether it's eyeshadow, packaging, etc., whatever it is. Now, Beauty A to Z. For this, pick a corresponding letter to the alphabet. When I draw that prompt, I'm going to randomize a letter of the alphabet, is how I'm going to do that one. Budget Beauty, pick a drugstore item. Child of the 80s. For that one, I took all of the prompts. I don't remember how many there were, but I think it was 14, or maybe that was one of them that had 30 prompts, but I counted how many prompts were in that project, and I did a random number generator. I wish I would have screen recorded myself doing that. Unfortunately, I didn't, so I apologize. But the random selected prompt that I got was number 74. Okay, so Child of the 80s. That one might have had 80 prompts then. And that was Milli Vanilli, a product that isn't what you thought it was. So that's the prompt that I got for Child of the 80s. Color Pan, something from ColourPop, Fourth Ray Beauty, or Soul Body. Day of the Dead, for that, I randomized the prompts, and I got the number 6, which for the Day of the Dead project pan, there's prompt A and prompt B that you have to complete. So for prompt number 6 is yellow. You're going to see a theme here with the randomization. It was very angry at me. So prompt A is yellow, item with yellow packaging, yellow color, or yellow in the name. And then prompt letter B, was marigold, a product with flowers on the packaging or a perfume with a floral scent. So that's my Day of the Dead prompts. The next project was Disney Princess. I randomly got prompt number 4, which was Belle, a yellow or white product. Next, we got Drop 10 Before Summer. Choose a summer-themed item to finish by the end of summer. Next is Golden Girls. I randomly got prompt number 5, which was Sophia, a sample size product or older product in your collection. Next, we got Happy Hour, and I randomly got prompt number 20, which was St. Patty's Day, a green or gold item, whether it's name, packaging, product itself. Next prompt was I Heart the 90s, and I got prompt number 22, which was Easy Bake Oven. I never had one as a kid, even though I was born in the 90s. My parents never got me an Easy Bake Oven. But that is a product that's easy for you to pan. The next one is It's Panning Cats and Dogs, and I randomly got number 20, English Mastiff. Something with extremely bulky packaging. Then we have Lip Service, randomly select a lip product. So for that one, I will put all of my lip products into a wheel and will randomly select. Monochromatic Project Pan. I randomly selected month 4, which is April, white. Nightmare Before Christmas, something that reminds you of Halloween and a second item for Christmas. Nightmare on Panning Street, I randomly got number 37, which is Child's Play, so something with childlike packaging or theme. Next, we have Paranormal Pantivity, and I got prompt number 12, which is Demon, a product you were tempted into buying. Next, we have Same Pan Last Year, and I randomly got prompt number 19, which is Summer, something that reminds you of summer or that you got in a previous summer. Next is Size Matters. Pick your biggest, bulkiest, or most awkward shaped palette and pan a shade. Next is Skin is In, anything skincare. Next is That's Expensive, any expensive beauty item. Next is That's So 2000s, and I got number 7, which was Chunky Jewelry. Something chunky or bulky, whether that's packaging, glitter, etc. I love gaudy jewelry, by the way. Like, I know you don't notice that, but I love chunky, gaudy jewelry. Next is This is Fantasy, and I got prompt number 9, which is Gnome, right? Yeah? Yes. A gemstone or mineral-themed product. And I was going by the original prompts because there's 2 different listings for This is Fantasy. Next is Tiny Pans, palette with smallest pan size or smallest weight and pan. Next is Turn and Burn, a sample size or deluxe size product. Next project is Women Who Rock, and I randomly got prompt number 18, which is Anne Frank, something that makes you feel brave. And the last project is Zodiac Panner, and I got prompt number 9, Sagittarius, which is November 22nd to December 21st. Subdued dark green, gray, black, or brown is the color story for Sagittarius, so I'll need to pick something from one of those colors or all of those colors. We'll get to that when we roll in that prompt. I figure since this is the intro, I would tell you all of the prompts now. So, I had a wheel. I spun the wheel already. Again, I should have screen recorded that for you. I apologize. I will try to be a better YouTuber going forward. But I picked my 5 prompts that we're going to start the project off with, and we're just going to get right into it. The first one that I picked was a monochromatic project pan, and again, that was April, so something white. So for that, I am rolling in my Huda Beauty New Nudes, which, as you know, this is my Pan That palette, but I'm going to roll in the shade Bear. I want to finish it. I have never finished an entire eyeshadow pan, and I have a really good start on this, and if I have a year to do it, I think I can do it. So that's my goal. Like, this is going to probably be in it for a very long time, if not the whole year, but I want to finish this white shade here, the shade Bear. So this is where we're starting at, a pretty good size pan. And as you guys can see, I have my good pans in here already. There's no spoilers, because I've already made my updates, but that's for monochromatic. The next one I rolled in was for Happy Hour, and that was St. Patty's Day, a green or gold item. And for that, I asked my fiance Ian, green or gold, and he picked green. So I picked one, I grabbed all 4 of my Ace Beauty, basically their version of Super Shock singles, and I told him to pick one of the 4, and he picked this one. So this is the shade Fan Palm. It is very much a beautiful green. So that is the shade Fan Palm, and I want to use this 10 times. So that one is a 10 use goal. Then the next prompt I rolled in was 50 Shades of Yellow or Gold. So for that, I'm rolling in my S&B Beauty Duo in the shade Yellow Brick Road. One is a pigment and one is a glitter. I will swatch them for you, even though we can see them. So this one's the pigment. So that's the pigment. It's a metallic yellow. And I definitely get more use out of the glitter because it's yellow with purple and green. It's a very fine glitter. It's a beautiful glitter. I love it so much. So that's the combo. They're both in the shade Yellow Brick Road. And I have a 10 use goal on the combo. So whichever I decide, if I just use one or the other, doesn't matter. 10 uses on the combo. Then I rolled in Turn and Burn, which for that was sample size or deluxe size, and I had just happened to get this in the mail, which let me pull the sticky off of it. This is a sample of the NYX Face Freezy. So I'm probably only gonna get one use out of this, but this is a niacinamide and snow mushroom cooling primer and moisturizer. So I just want to use this. See how I like it. And then we have It's Panning Cats and Dogs. And for that, the English Mastiff, something with extremely bulky packaging. Let me grab it. And for that, I picked my Jeffree Star Bloodlust palette because, I mean, it's not huge, but it is pretty bulky packaging. I love it personally, but it is bulky. It fits the theme. And I want to do this No Pan Left Behind. So I've never used the palette, and I want to use every single shade in the palette one time, at least. So we will go ahead and swatch the palette together. So we have the shade Your Majesty, Take the Crown, Deviant, and Beauty Sleep, which these look beautiful. As I always say in every one of my videos that has a Jeffree Star palette, I got this secondhand. I bought it off Mercari. Oh, we have the shade Wet Jewel, ooh, Royal Pain, Dungeon, and Scandal Water. That Wet Jewel shade is beautiful. That would make a beautiful highlight. That's so pretty. Because, yeah, I've never even swatched the palette. That's why we're swatching it together. Then we have a Sworn Enemy. Ooh. Pink Magic. Bleeding Heart. Ooh, Bleeding Heart is a little harder pressed. And Executioner. Oh, look at Executioner, that black with pink glitter. Okay, the red swatched a lot better than it felt. Oh, so that it's pink to, because I see green. So the glitter in it's a duochrome glitter. And that red swatched beautifully, actually. That makes me so excited. So then we have the shade High King, Vivid Mood, Monarchy, and Blood Queen, all mattes in this row. That shade is very interesting. You can barely see that shade because it's so close to like my skin tone, but it's very cool toned. And then we have the shade Vile Serpent, which is like the color of my hair. And Betrayal. So there's the last two shades. Right there. So that's the whole palette. I think it's swatched beautifully, actually. I didn't know if I was going to like the color story, because I just, looking at it, some of the shades don't feel like they go personally, but seeing it swatched all out together, it actually looks a lot better than I thought it was going to. So, but yeah, I want, like I said, I want to use that no pan left behind, so that is my goal. So those are all the prompts that I will be starting with. I will update you guys around the 28th of every month, towards the end of the month. I'm not very good with updating on the exact date that I'm supposed to update on, but towards the end of the month, you will get updates. But let me know down in the comments, are you also doing this project? You can still, if you want to do this, like I said, I will leave the links to the Pantastic Ladies group. If you don't want to join the Facebook group, I know Deb and Danny are here on YouTube. I will link their channels as well if you just want to do this on your own time and not be part of like the Facebook group, because you can always just do it on your own time and then leave your comments on their channels here on YouTube, or you can participate on Instagram and then just leave your comments on their YouTube as well. So there are options aplenty. I will leave everything that is pertinent in the description box, of course. And yeah, I'm excited to be starting a new project because my year-long Nightmare on Panning Street is about to be over in October. So that's why I joined this one, because, I wanted another new year-long project. So I appreciate it, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.